Hey everyone, Helena here with your shiny shove, the push, the prod, the nudge to help you have a really great day slash life. And today is all around creativity. Today I've spent a couple of coaching sessions just really helping people borrow my creativity, and by doing that, making space for their creativity to come out. And it really made me think about the nature of the gremlins that we put inside our heads, how we stop ourselves, how we think of ourselves as not creative. And actively, the thing about it is as a human, you are creative. Full stop. That's it. You are by the very nature of being alive, you are creating. Every single day, you're either creating goodness or you're creating stuff that you wouldn't rather actually have in your life, but you're creating. And so I'm sort of suggesting here that you make space for the creations that you are actively engaged in. And what do I mean by that? Literally, you are here to support yourself in actually moving forward. So the creativity that comes from you making connections, from you seeing things, from the stimulus of all the things around you, from doing new things, from doing hard things, all of that brings out a level of creativity. And creativity isn't necessarily, I'm not just talking about drawing or painting or dancing or, writing music or anything like that. I'm literally talking about the creativity to figure out a direction or a path or to solve a problem in some way. These are all creative endeavors. So I'm inviting you to actively spend some time just thinking about how are you creative in and of the first place. How do you define that creativity? And then secondly, to literally make some space and time for it. Carve out spaces where you just allow yourself to be creative, whether that is putting yourself in a gallery and seeing what actually comes as a result of it, sitting with a problem for longer than you would normally sit with a problem, putting yourself under pressure so that you have to solve things in a different way and look at things. Maybe that's time pressure, maybe it's credibility pressure or authority pressure or whatever it is. Not to the nth extent where you're like really falling apart, but just adding some extra pressure in. How many of you are deadline people? You know that if you have to get it done by midnight on a certain date, you will get it done by hook or by crook. So adding in some pressure can really help bring some creativity in. The other day I had a scenario where actually I had to squeeze everything in, and it was just getting so pressured that there was just a load of things that needed doing. Well, I got on my bouncy trampoline, and 2 minutes later I actually managed to bounce out all the tension, and then what I was left with was the creativity of remembering that groceries can be delivered to me, which then took away a whole half hour of stress of me going down to the shops, etc., and I got them delivered instead. That's creativity too. So I'm inviting you to kind of think about, how do you do creativity, and what creativity do you want to bring in? Many blessings. Have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you next time.